Hello, YouTubers. Today we're going to be making this baby mitten. I was making them for my sons because the winters are very cold and his little hands get very cold when we go out. So as you see, I've already made this one and I'm going to make the other one. So I'm going to start off with my slip knot and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to join, slip knot, and then we're going to chain 1 and put 6 single crochets into the loop that we just made. It can be difficult because it's very tiny, but so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. And then we're going to join together with a slip stitch. Now, I like to see where I'm slip stitching to, so I'm going to chain 2. And now we're going to put 2 single crochets into each stitch around, which will give us 12. So 1 and 2, this is 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, and this is 11 and 12. And then we're just gonna slip stitch right here to our chain 2. You're going to chain 2 more. And now what we're going to do is you're going to do 1 single crochet in 1 stitch and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch all the way around to the end. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go around and finish that, and then we'll meet back at the end. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've went around and I've done my 18 stitches now, and I've chained 2. Now what we're going to do for the next 2 rows, which would be 4 and 5, we're going to just single crochet around, no increases at all. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll meet back at the end. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I have finished my 2 rows. Now from this point, if you would like to change the color, this is where you would change the color of the mitten, and you would single crochet all the way around from row 6 all the way to row 10. Then we would do the thumb opening. I'm not going to change the color. I like it the way it is. So I'm going to go ahead and single crochet from row 6 to row 10, and then we'll meet back at the end. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I have finished up my 10 rounds, and this is pretty much what it should look like. Now we're going to do the thumb opening. Now if you're doing the left mitten first, you would just single crochet in the next 2 stitches, chain 3, and then you would skip 3 stitches and single crochet in the next stitch and then all the way around. Now I am doing the right mitten. So for the right mitten, I'm going to single crochet in the next 13 stitches. So I'm going to chain my 2. I'm going to do 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to skip 3, so 1, 2, 3, chain here, next stitch there's our thumb opening right there, and then I'm going to single crochet around all the way to the left to my first 2 chains I did, and I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're just going to single crochet 2 more times all the way around, single crocheting over your chain 3 that you did here. And now I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll meet back at the end. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I have finished my 2 rows after I made my thumb hole. And see, here's my thumb hole. Excuse me. Here's my thumb hole right here. So we'll come back and we will finish this off later. Right now, we're going to do the ribbing part, which is this part at the bottom. So now what you're going to do is you're going to switch to double crochet. And you chain your 2, and you're going to do 1 double crochet in first stitch, and then you're going to double crochet 2 together. So go in 1, go in the next one, and then do like you would with a double crochet. Okay, so again, we double crochet in the first one. You're going to wrap around, go in, pull the yarn through, then go in the next one and pull the yarn through. You're going to wrap around and go through 2, wrap around, go through 2, wrap around again, and go through 2. You're going to continue to do that until you get all the way to the end and slip stitch at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and then I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I have finished that. Now, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do what's called a front post and back post. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to go through this first loop here, not through a stitch. And we're going to just go ahead and do a simple double crochet like normal. Then we're going to wrap around again, and we're going to go through the back and do the exact same thing, just going through the back and regular double crochet. Again, we're going to go through the front, pull the yarn through, and then just do a normal double crochet. Then you wrap over and you go through the back instead of the front. As you see, it can get difficult, so just take your time and you'll get it. And you're going to continue to keep doing that all the way until you get around to the end, and you're going to slip stitch at the end, and then I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, now I've gone ahead and I have finished that. Now I've chained my 2, and we're going to do this one more time. So we're just going to go with what we already did. We're going to go through the front post, and then we're going to do the back post. And you're just going to keep going back and forth with front post, back, all the way until you get to the end and slip stitch at the end. And then you want to go ahead and tie it off, and then we're going to finish up the thumb. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've finished up, and I've tied off and sewed in my little ends. Now we're going to finish up this thumb right here. So we're going to need to make a slip knot, and we're going to need to attach our yarn. So you want to start in the corner here. And this can get a little difficult because it is tiny. So just want to attach it, the slip stitch. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to single crochet, and we're going to do 8 around. We're going to single crochet 8 around. So we're going to go through that same hole that we attached it to. Okay. I'm just going to single crochet. So this would be 1. And then you're going to go this way along and around. And then you're going to slip stitch at the end. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back at the end and I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've finished. I've got my 8 stitches on my thumb. Now we're going to chain 2. What we're going to do next is we're going to single crochet 2 together for 4 times. So this is what you would do. You go into the first stitch, pull your yarn through, then go through the next stitch and pull your yarn through. Okay, and that is 1. And you're going to do that 4 times. So this here, and then go through the next one, and that would be 2. And it does get difficult because it gets smaller. So here's our next stitch. So let's then go through here, and this makes 3. And then our last one, which is Jesus, okay, right here. So, and this would make, okay, this would make 4. There we go. And then you just slip stitch at the end for your chain 2, just like that. And then what you want to do, you want to pull out some, you want to leave a good enough tail here. And then you want to get your yarn needle, and then you want to tie it off. Just take the yarn and pull it through the loop. It ties it off. And we want to thread our yarn needle here. And what we're going to do is just going to close the hole. So I'm just going to go through every loop with my yarn. Just go through every loop. And then what you want to do is just want to pull it. Just pull it tight. And then you're going to just tie off the yarn. So just make a knot with your yarn to tie it off. And you're all done. All you have to do is just cut off the ends, and now you have made your mitten. There you go. And you have to do it twice. 2 mittens. So I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial on how to make the baby mittens. I will be doing more videos later on. They'll be coming soon. I have a big project that I'm going to be releasing soon. But another happy crochet, and then always, this is Pink Olay.